What if the best way to run a society was simply to give people as much freedom as possible? This idea is at the heart of classical liberalism, a political and economic philosophy shaped by thinkers like John Locke and Adam Smith. It emphasizes individual liberty, limited government, and free markets, and it has played a major role in shaping modern democracies around the world. But is freedom alone enough to create a fair and stable society? To answer that, let's take a deeper look at both the strengths and the weaknesses of classical liberalism. One of the biggest advantages of classical liberalism is its strong focus on individual freedom. According to John Locke, people are born with natural rights, such as life, liberty, and property, and the government's role is to protect those rights, not control them. This means individuals are free to express their opinions, practice their beliefs, and make their own life choices. Did you know that these ideas directly influence major democratic documents like the Declaration of Independence? This emphasis on freedom has allowed societies to become more innovative and diverse because people are able to challenge ideas and push for change. Another major strength is the idea of limited government. Classical liberalism argues that government power should be restricted to prevent abuse. This is why many modern political systems include checks and balances, separation of powers, and constitutional limits. These structures are designed to make sure no single person or group becomes too powerful. History has shown that when governments have too much control, it can lead to corruption or even dictatorship, so limiting power helps protect citizens and their rights. A third important advantage is support for free markets, an idea strongly associated with Adam Smith. In a free market, businesses compete with each other, which encourages innovation, lowers prices, and improves quality. During the Industrial Revolution, free market principles helped drive massive economic growth and technological advancement. Did you know that many of the products and technologies we use today exist because of competitive market systems? This approach has played a huge role in raising living standards across the world. Classical liberalism also promotes the rule of law, meaning that everyone must follow the same laws, regardless of their status or wealth. This includes having fair courts, clear legal systems, and protection from unfair treatment. The idea that no one is above the law creates stability and trust in society, allowing people and businesses to plan for the future with confidence. Another benefit is the concept of merit-based success. In theory, classical liberalism creates a system where people succeed based on their effort, talent, and hard work. This can motivate individuals to improve their skills, work harder, and pursue opportunities. Many education and job systems today are built around merit-based principles, such as exams and applications. This can lead to greater productivity and innovation, as people are rewarded for their contributions. Finally, classical liberalism emphasizes the protection of private property. When people have secure ownership over their property and earnings, they are more likely to invest, start businesses, and plan for the future. Strong property rights are often linked to economic stability and growth because individuals feel confident that what they own will not be taken away. However, despite these strengths, classical liberalism also has several important criticisms. One major issue is economic inequality. While free markets can create wealth, they do not always distribute it evenly. Over time, wealth can become concentrated among a small group of people, especially because those who already have money can invest and grow their wealth more easily. Did you know that in many countries, a small percentage of the population controls a large share of total wealth? This can reduce social mobility and create significant gaps between rich and poor. Another criticism is the lack of strong social safety nets. Because classical liberalism favors limited government, it may not provide enough support for people who are struggling. This can affect access to healthcare, education, and financial assistance. Without these supports, vulnerable individuals may find it difficult to meet their basic needs or improve their situation. Classical liberalism also faces the problem of market failures. While markets are efficient in many cases, they do not always work perfectly. For example, monopolies can form when one company dominates an industry, reducing competition. Businesses may also ignore environmental damage in pursuit of profit, and financial systems can sometimes collapse, as seen during the 2008 financial crisis. These situations show that markets sometimes need regulation to function properly. Another concern is the overemphasis on individualism. While personal freedom is important, focusing too much on the individual can weaken community connections and reduce collective responsibility. Some problems, such as public health or climate change, require cooperation and shared effort, not just individual choices. In addition, classical liberalism assumes that everyone starts with equal opportunities, but this is often not true. Factors like family income, education, and social background can give some people a significant advantage from the beginning. This means that even in a system based on merit, outcomes may not always be fair. Finally, there are environmental concerns. Because classical liberalism prioritizes economic growth and limits regulation, businesses may exploit natural resources or cause pollution without considering long-term consequences. This can lead to serious environmental problems that affect not only current populations but future generations as well. In conclusion, classical liberalism has had a powerful impact on the modern world by promoting freedom, innovation, and economic growth. However, it also raises important challenges related to inequality, social support, and environmental sustainability. Ultimately, the key question is not whether classical liberalism is entirely right or wrong, but how we can balance its strengths with solutions to its weaknesses. Because in the end, building a successful society requires not just freedom, but also fairness, responsibility, and cooperation.